All right, here we go.
I've already opened up part of it. She's cutting the other end so we can actually open it.
Yep. Oh, hold on.
And we have a handle doohickey.
Woo!
Because you always need handle doohickeys.
A wheel. Ooh, exciting.
I think these are probably the tools and screws. Yep, tools and screws.
We have a handle thing.
Hey, the most important part of it, instructions.
Yeah, totally important. What kind of person would attempt it without the instructions?
Not me. That's the way some of these things are built anymore.
Fair point.
And with as much trouble as Karina was having.
That is true. We did get to watch Karina put hers together, but I don't know about James, but I didn't like watch. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't pay that much attention.
To the man behind the curtain?
To be the man behind the curtain. Yeah. I generally ignore the man behind the curtain.
In case you're wondering what's going to happen to all the packing stuff, we have packing material recycling at the recycling center where I work on Mondays.
Now comes the really fun part. Because they tell you what size everything is, but then they just give it to you in a bag that's where it's all stuffed together.
Aw,
That does you no good.
I'm going to go put these in my car for recycling.
So, which means I guess it's going to be the majority of this video. Apparently my wife thinks I'm so sexy that everybody needs to see me and talk to me. I don't know. Alright, they're saying 8 by 20 by 4, which look to be the smallest of the screws. I guess that helps. So, we're going to do our best to open this and keep track of everything. We have a 17-19, makes me want to go grab my ratchets, and a 13 and a 15. It's always nice to know. And we're looking for the shortest ones.
I am walking over to get my cold pop.
In the bag here. So I think I have 4 of them. This is for, let's see. Luckily they do just point out the fact that, you know, they say what size we need, and luckily they have pointed out that, you know, the M8 by 20s are the smallest.
Okay.
Which makes it a little easier.
Do you want me to sort those somewhere while you're getting the directions figured out?
If you want to. I mean, there should be 2 more small ones, and then I'll tell you.
I'll lay that here.
2 45s and 4 40s, and
We're
2
gonna use
65s.
this as a sorting pad. Yes, I know there's stuff underneath it.
So there should be 4 different types of screws with
2 washers.
With washers. 20s, 45s, 40s, and 65s.
So we're supposed to have 2 big ones, right?
2, yeah.
And then 4 tiny ones and 2 in the middle. Oh wait, no, there's 2 tiny ones.
2 tiny ones left, because I've got the other 4.
Okay.
2
Of a size bigger than that.
of a size bigger than that. 4 of a size bigger than that.
And then 2
and
of
then
the
that's
biggest.
2. And then 4 cotter pins.
Yes. 4 pins. I don't know if you can see them on the video. And 1 giant nut. I will try not to make inappropriate comments.
All right, can you hand me? Now I'm very confused.
What? What do you
Because
need?
it's I need the handle. Because the handle is the first thing they say to put on. But it comes with its own screws and things.
It does?
Yes.
Oh, they're already in it. Okay, sorry. You guys got a big close-up of my butt.
I'm thinking those are what are supposed to go in that. I may have to have Janet run inside and grab. So here's 4 small ones. We're gonna need them later, I'm sure.
Okay. Pockets.
Can you run inside and grab me a Phillips?
So a big Phillips. Do we need wrenches, sockets?
Right now I'm thinking just a Phillips, but
Okay.
we might need other stuff.
All right, we're putting this on the chair that is holding the recording device.
I can get these out, I just won't be able to tighten them down.
Yeah, I gotcha.
There. Now to figure out how they're actually wanting this, because I think it goes kind of like this. It's all fine and dandy, but this really needs to walk right this way too. Alright, so looking at the instructions, which is what I'm trying to do. Yes, what I'm going to do is fit one of these on or in there. Actually, what I'm going to try and do is see if I can. There we go.
We have the fattest of the Phillips screwdrivers that we have.
First I gotta. Hopefully they can't see my face in this, because otherwise they'd see me doing that.
I should have angled it better.
Grab that. Push it up just to here. If you would, go ahead and start using the screwdriver and screwing that in.
It says no.
Alright.
Yeah, it's like stopped, and I don't know how to
It may be
explain
going
it.
in at an angle, so.
I think so.
And I'm gonna have to hold this on. No wonder she had so much trouble.
Yeah, and I feel like this may be where she had the trouble.
That would, unless I need to do it the other way, which is a possibility. Hold on. Let's pull this up and off. Let's try the going in. I would think it would be the opposite. But alright. Because okay. But I feel like
Hold on, it needs to go down. Yeah. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. Okay, is it coming in right? One second. Turn. Yes, I am singing the song as I turn the.
nope, it's pushing out.
Oh.
It's coming in. So, and I'm looking at the picture, and it's supposed to go this way.
Okay.
Okay. You got that other one? Okay, go ahead. Hand that to me that way. Over there.
Do you want me to put the others in my pocket?
Okay. Excuse us as we experience difficulties and try to get this all figured out.
The goal is to not have to call Karina crying and ask for help.
As soon as we can get one of these tight, we can probably get the others in pretty easy.
Is it still going through okay? So it needs to get in a bunch tighter, but
Yeah. I'm just using my thumb to keep it pushed in.
I'll let you tighten it the rest of the way. I shouldn't be doing that anyway, because now my fingers are numb again.
That's not good. For now, that'll work. Now it's
Now we
another.
repeat this times 4.
Now we repeat this times 4. Or
Sorry
try-
guys, this isn't the greatest of views. So this seems like an ideal time to tell you what has been going on, give you an update on how we got to this lovely place in our life. So last time I did a video was probably, last time I was consistently doing videos was probably January or February. As you know, we were working to get the homestead prepared to move in. Last video, I think I made it, but I didn't post it, was the time lapse of us ramping up the floor. Unfortunately, that was made a little complicated by the fact that ripping up a floor takes for freaking ever, and even on a time lapse, that would be boring. And the
And
good
then the
parts.
fact that you broke your leg and I was doing a good bit of it.
Yeah, and then.
Sorry, I'm not very good at doing videos for her.
So we were doing them. You missed the exciting parts where we fell through the floor, and by we I mean
Me,
yeah.
just a couple of times.
The closest we got, like I was videoing something else I was doing at the time because, like, again, the floor was just endless monotony, and all you saw was me like running, cause I was like, what? Because I heard him fall. So that was fall number 1 through the floor. Out of
2 or 3.
3 for you and 3 falls through the floor for him. 1 passing out experience by my brother-in-law, which
Was sugar and heat related.
we think.
Or-
Also, that's kind of miraculous because he fell in a way that should have
Could have
probably
potentially hurt
caused
you.
real damage, because he fell when we had the subfloor out in that area, and so there was just like a structure of like floor joists that you walked on doing an elven dance of dexterity, and that's where he fell. And he fell on our reciprocating saw, right? That's
No,
what that was?
he fell on the drill.
Well, he fell on 2 things.
No, he fell off the side of the reciprocating saw.
He what?
He fell off to the side of the saw,
He fell to the side of the reciprocating saw.
which luckily
on-
no damage to that.
Yeah, no damage to that, no damage to him from that. He fell on our drill and broke the drill. But again, like, he could have impaled himself and caused
Or-
major damage, and he didn't.
Or caught his spine on one of the floor joists and broke his neck. Luckily,
Yeah,
did
like-
not happen.
Yeah, he just seemed to gently, like, be down. Not exactly sure how, because James was facing the other way, doing something, and
Heard a thunk.
yeah, heard a thunk, and didn't hear responses to what he was saying to Eric. Anytime there is silence, you know something is wrong with Eric, because his natural state is not silence. So yeah, February I was doing activism stuff, getting ready slowly to move, and then on Easter Sunday I was walking outside and managed, I was like carrying 2 pots, like potted plants, took them out to get them some sun because, you know, they were tired of winter too. But my landlord had taken our porch off.
We had taken the porch off.
Well, okay, we had taken the porch off at the request of the landlord.
Yes.
Who decided it was just not worth having, but it left like about a foot drop. And I missed that step and I fell and broke my ankle slash leg, lower leg at the ankle area. I don't know. I broke it in 3 places, 3 different types of breaks. One was I think maybe a tendon is attached to the back of your leg, and the force of the fall popped a section of the bone out, from what I understood. I was nicely pain meted at the time that they explained it. And then one was like a clean break at the ankle itself, but then one was like a complex fracture or a something unstable fracture.
Yeah.
That sent me into surgery that day to get a pin put in. I wasn't, in the intervening time, I wasn't allowed to put any weight on it. And then 6 weeks in a cast.
In that time we had to move.
Yeah, so like 2 weeks-ish after the fall, we had to be out of our house. So friends came over, family came over, helped us toss stuff in boxes, get it going. Everything just got put in a box. There was no purging, there wasn't time, there was no sorting, there wasn't
There
time.
was purging, but
Listen, Linda, we're still finding out what all was purged. So far, the only thing we've really discovered that was important that was purged was the middle part of my food processor, which, because I didn't have it, I found a different and actually way better way to grind the beeswax for my business. So all's well that ends well. So then, the plan had been we were going to move out here. We were going to live in a tent. We were going to bust butt getting things done on the house, so that we could get the work done before it got hot, get the floors ripped out, get new stuff put in, move on with life, move in. Unfortunately, you cannot live in a tent with a cast. It just isn't workable to get on and off the ground.
So now I will need all of the small screws.
The tiniest of the small screws?
Yep.
Oh, shoot. Alright, so that put us in a bind because we had to be out of our house. Like, where the hell are we going to go? So James moved in with his mom. I moved in with my friend Nora.
The other 4 over there at the
Oh,
table.
the tiny. Oh, I forgot about them. I stayed on Nora's couch for, I'm not actually sure how long.
I'm thinking about 4 to 6 weeks. You were there.
Most of the time I was
until-
on my cast.
Well, no, not 4 to 6.
I would say 4.
I would say 4.
And part of that was off and on.
Because it was about 4 weeks before we got fully moved and got the mattress and everything moved.
Yeah, so then we were doing that.
Black metal plate, please.
This one? Okay. Where does it go? Flip it around how?
There's supposed to be 2 in the middle, right?
Oh, I see. So then we ended up with the neighbor, our next door neighbor here, so kindly volunteering their cabin. It was like a 10 by 20 foot cabin. It had electricity, so we were able to eventually hook up a air conditioner, which was epic. No plumbing, which is at that point, getting on and off in and out of a bathroom and on and off a toilet was complicated with the cast, so that was fine.
Well, we should put it correctly. It worked.
Yeah, it worked. It worked because we needed it. We had the little chamber pot. It was cool-ish. As cool as a chamber pot can be. Not a chamber pot. It was like a bedside commode. So we used that. But then by the time James didn't have to babysit me and could be out working on the trailer, it was like 90 degrees outside, which meant it was like 110 inside. So progress was slow.
Maybe 2-3 feet a day.
Yeah, I couldn't help. I wasn't able to help
because her footing wasn't sure enough to really be ripping up. Plus, again, I could do maybe, I'll say 32 inches a day. Like two patches of flooring was about all I could stand, because at 110 degrees,
you're
losing
out there
a lot
long.
of water.
Yeah. So once I was mobile-ish, I focused on taking the stuff that we had packed up from the house and brought out here, that we sat in the old house, sorting through it, doing a little bit of purging. We didn't have a dumpster, so there's trash all over this homestead until we're able to get a dumpster, but there's not really a point of getting a dumpster until we finish the basic renovations of the trailer, which we had not yet. So then, we were cruising along, getting the floor ripped out, and sometime in October, we found out that we had to be out of the cabin by the 1st of November.
And it wasn't anything on their part. It was
it wasn't malicious.
They wanted to get it shut down.
Yeah, they wanted to get it closed for the winter, and they didn't really want us in there because the only heat was electric. Just a little space here, and that's not an efficient, safe heat system in the levels of winter that it ended up dropping to this year. So, we got some help from friends, even before that, to finish ripping up the last of the flooring. We replaced floor joists. There was one area that we couldn't do, it was beyond our skill set, because the floor joists didn't even meet the wall because it had rotted so badly over there. The joist, instead of being like this, was like this, because I think James had wiggled it or something and it fell over. I don't know. It wasn't in any way safe. So friends helped us cut boards, reinforce the joists, and then we were able to do another dump of his 401k to have contractors do the subfloor, put in a new subfloor, and take care of those joists that were so bad. And then we worked on getting my office done, because it was the smallest room, close enough to the door that we could block it off, in the bathroom. Started with my office, getting the wall up between it and the bathroom, the wall between the bathroom and the living room up, getting the window replaced. James replaced the window.
Well, I replaced the boards around the window.
Yeah, the window casing type thing, because all the windows leaked. So then we got insulation up, drywall up, insulation in the ceiling, drywall in the ceiling. There was literally like an inch less space probably than we needed to be able to fit our mattress in that room. So it is kind of squished in there.
But luckily,
it works.
King size mattress fits on top of the box springs. The box springs are kind of angled, but it doesn't hurt the box springs any, because you've got just a king size mattress on top.
Yeah. So we are living in that room. We have the bathroom also insulated. We haven't mudded much of it. That's we did some to try and weatherproof, but we're a long way from caring about cosmetics right now. Do you need help? Because I'm right here. I can help with that. Because I can finger tighten it for a while.
It's finger tight.
Oh, okay.
Because that rubber piece. Now, what I probably need to do is
Get
go get my ratchet wrenches. This would be a lot easier with that.
Do you know where they are for me to get them?
In the shed. In my toolbox somewhere. So if you want to work on this
Yeah,
while you talk,
I'll just work on that.
I mean, you have to push it up from the bottom to keep it held in place.
Yeah, I
I'll
feel
go
like
get-
I'm not being very
I'll go
useful
get
to this
13,
process.
15. See if I've got a 13, 15, 17, 19. That'll make things easier.
So, where's that? Oh, that's annoying. How are you supposed to hold on to it? It doesn't have like a Phillips screw head or anything. It's just a smooth top that you have to somehow keep in place as you tighten this. That is not convenient. That is not convenient. Anyway, so we put that to the test because we've had 2 cold snaps that were like, at least one of them broke records for coldest winter temps that early. And we're not dead, so yay for that. Once we made it through the first cold snap, we realized that, you know, this is not ideal. We should probably make some changes. So we had a few days between that cold snap and the next one. So we went ahead and we hurried to try and get more winterizing done. So the homestead definitely looks like something built by Jeff Foxworthy right now. But the coldest it got down in our trailer, the part that we were living in, was in the 30s. So we no longer cared about how the house looked. We just needed it winterized. Pipes froze a little bit the first cold snap, but not enough to do nothing like burst. And once it got warm, it thawed out. We have, speaking of which, we have a shower, we have a sink in the bathroom. Unfortunately, we didn't get the pipe under the shower in at the right angle, and so it managed to crack. So best not to use that. But we have a functioning toilet, or we did, because after we did all this winterizing to the trailer, we got new insulation under the room we're sleeping in, tried to put insulation under the bathroom, which is when I found that that pipe was cracked and leaking. Put basically a plywood box around the trailer to keep the wind out, because it was supposed to have super scary wind chills. All of this work to make the trailer good and winterproof. The pipes froze up anyway, and we were like, really, that figures. So we went ahead and we just made do. You got the socket set?
The sockets and the ratchets. So this should go a little faster now.
Okay, there's only one left. I got the other one in. So, it was warmer in the house though. We brought a kerosene heater in, so we had a space heater and a kerosene heater.
And then in the really cold times, the propane heater really helped.
Yeah, and then we had a propane heater that kept the rest of the trailer good. And by good, I mean like 50 degrees, but above freezing. However, the pipe froze anyway, and we were like, I don't understand. So when it got warm enough to thaw, we noticed that we still didn't have thawed water. And we didn't hear water spraying anywhere. We looked under the trailer. Finally found that the pipes going from the well into
The pressure tank.
Yeah, into the pressure tank, which then goes into the house, or goes under the ground into the trailer. It had actually frozen at the basement, in the basement instead, the basement of the house. So we looked, we still cannot figure out what they were thinking. One part of the pipe looked like it had been replaced. Instead of using the epoxy glue stuff where you like put on one and then you put on the other and then you stick them together and blah blah blah. It looked like they had tried to make a cast, is the closest I can explain. It looked like the cast that was around my foot. That they had
the black piece, the black metal piece, the
little one. This one.
the one underneath the cardboard there,
Oh, the big black piece. Okay.
and then the
You'll need.
two medium-sized screws.
Okay.
Yeah, two medium-sized screws.
That works. Yeah, so one of them looked like they had tried to make a cast for it. I think I'm gonna probably amputate a limb if I try to do that. Please don't amputate anything in that area. Thank you. The other part was wrapped with duct tape. So we fixed the part with the plaster. Went to try it out, and then if I am able to get this video edited, I'll splice in the video of what happened. But in case I can't, we got the plaster part fixed, and then we
Screws.
um,
Two medium-sized ones.
Yep.
Or I guess they'd be the smaller ones. Yeah. So there's the really tiny ones, and now I need the two smallest of the.
So not
Should-
the four, the other two.
Yeah,
Didn't I give
it
those
should
to
go
you?
2, 4, and 2. So I need those. It's those.
It's two of the four.
It's these two.
Okay, that works. So when we fixed the part held together by the plastic, or the plaster, we glued it the way it was supposed to be done. Turned it back on. Now it's leaking under where the duct tape was. So we took the duct tape off. See the pipe, part of the pipe that needs to be replaced. I think my brother-in-law is coming tomorrow. Yeah, he's coming tomorrow to help us fix that. So it's been an adventure. I struggled to get it on video. James did a lot of it while I was at work, or I did it when it was like dingy and not good video time, or and then I have a bunch of footage I haven't edited. So this video is not going to end up getting edited, because if I edit it, I'll never get it posted.
At least if we have.
So we're working on getting this together, and then we're going to work on getting the oh, that's fascinating. Then we're going to work on getting some work done on the yard so that we can get
Mostly
garden
because it's a
ready.
nice day out.
Yeah, because
Yes.
it's the day after Christmas, and I'm sitting here in t-shirt and sweatpants, and I'm warm, which is bizarre. Whatever. So we figured we would do this today. Tomorrow I might do construction-y work inside the house, inside the trailer, I mean. We definitely know what the next steps are that we need to do on those. They're just a little complicated. We have parts of the floor. What is that called? That part that is at the base. Words are hard, guys. Words are hard. If you know what that's called, put it in the comments. It's like So you've got the floor joists where they meet the wall, and then you've got the wall beams going down. And then here, there's some little like 2x4 type boards. 1x4s?
1x6s.
Oh, 1x6s? I'm thinking 1x4s, but
These are 1x6.
we'll figure it out.
They're the width of the same width as the 2x6s that are in the
but
wall.
2x6s that are in the wall. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, you've got 1x6s that run there. A bunch of those need replaced. So that's probably the next construction related thing I'll be doing. We've used up the drywall that we bought. We need to get the flooring stuff done before we do the next set of insulation. So we'll be working on that. Yeah, anything else we're going to be doing on it soon?
Well, I think we can go through and insulate some of the areas because they're not near any of the wet spots or any boards that we have to replace, like right where the wall heater is. And
what would have been cool, we have to replace the casing around all of the windows.
yeah,
It would have been really cool if we would have recognized that it was going to be this nice out and got a crew but out to help, because one of the windows is really big and it's going to take a crew a day. But our indie crew people are sick. They messaged me today. One of them's being taken to the ER with the flu. And then I didn't ask our Terre Haute or Rockville help. So we know they're working. My brother-in-law is working. My other brother-in-law is working. We know.
That one. That's the best I can say. That one.
This one?
And the big bolt and orange plastic piece.
Orange plastic piece. And one of the big bolts?
And just the big
or the
bolt. Big bolt with, there should be a washer with it.
There are 5 washers that are all the same size.
Can you just double check that against that? Or gasket? Yes, and I do have that on there. And a washer, gasket or something. This is where I think the 19 comes in. Oh.
Do you need a different size wrench?
That's just it. I've got all the ones they sent. Lock the shaft with a nut.
What is a nut? This is actually really exciting. So yeah, my friend Karina somehow ordered one of these for herself. Somehow accidentally ordered twice.
Do you know where her pliers are?
No, but I can go look. Feel free to be entertained by James while I'm going in to get pliers. Maybe he'll do a dance for you.
And they said, well, dear, hold on.
Okay.
It says that a gap is required to allow it to move, and that
so it's only supposed to be
it
finger
cannot
tightened.
be locked. So,
It's got to be just finger tightened.
yeah, I'm gonna get it.
All right, cool.
I'll get it down as, you know, I'll get it as tight as I can by hand, and then we'll just have to
I'm gonna put it up a little bit. There, you can see James.
Why? Nobody wants to see me. I'm kind of spooky. I'm kind of scary looking.
I'm gonna go blow my nose. I will be right back,
That's
guys.
as tight as I'm going to get it by hand, so I don't think it's coming off anytime soon, though.
No, I would say not. Anything you need me to grab while I'm out inside?
I can get the coffee
Yes, where's your coffee?
on the TV stand. All right. I do not like these instructions. I will just say that now. So, I know you guys don't see me on too many videos. I am James. One reason why we're putting this together is because of course, we're out in the country, so trees fall. There's branches down in the yard and stuff, so we have to cut them a lot. Well, there are a lot of them that I am not going to spend my time picking them up, carrying them everywhere. Not when we have something that we can carry and dump, or pull and dump. We've also got a little, funny enough, the original wagon we have is a Radio Flyer red wagon. Little plastic one that we've been using, which is why I wanted to get this up and ready. It's because that one can't handle a lot of weight. Like I said, I'm not the most entertaining of people. I don't know, you guys may disagree. Oh! Of course. It's just far enough out of reach. Okay.
And back to be helpful. Oh shoot! Hold on.
I love you, dear. Goes like that, but I almost feel like that this would be easier to do with this standing. Because apparently this goes like this, and we'll put 2 screws in, and I'm assuming they go in to the bottom. So, while we're waiting on Janet to get me my coffee, which I do appreciate her doing. Is it the 265s? Why would it be such loans? Well, because you're going through too. I'm just sitting here talking to myself in front of the thing, telling them hi. The reason why we're putting this together is because I don't feel like carrying wood.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a ton of like cut wood here, as if like they heated with a like a wood stove. They didn't heat with a wood stove. I'm very confused. So a lot of it's rotted enough it's going straight into the compost, or into the garden to be compost.
Right,
some of it went straight in the compost bin.
We'll line up that with this.
Okay. This is so exciting. It's so exciting. And I just can't hide it.
Now you see what I deal with.
It is rumpy with you today, isn't it?
All right, there we go.
I feel like I've been less helpful than usual with this project because I've been busy entertaining you with stories of the homestead.
It's all good.
Oh, I forgot to tell them about the internet.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
the true reason why videos didn't go up here more. The internet. Oh, shit. The internet out here, the basic phone reception is absolutely terrible. There was one very specific spot in the cabin where I could get enough reception to send and receive texts. Otherwise, no. So that was not ideal. And then we got unlimited data, but again, that was not very helpful because, you know, data only works if you have enough reception. Ooh, that could whack somebody good. Dang. Now we're out here, we have a setup. We usually have one bar, so like to upload this video is gonna take hours. I'm probably actually gonna upload it at my mother-in-law's. We'll be
Not
going
that
in
her
there.
internet's much better,
True.
because it is the same internet.
It is. But we go in there to shower when times like this when we don't have a shower. Do our laundry there. She's been very, very kind to us. Also, my friend Nora has let us shower there. Various other friends have offered showers or let me crash at their house, or, you know, my friends have been really good to me. It's been very, very, very humbling and also very heartwarming, I guess you would say.
Now it's the black pieces
2 black pieces, okay.
and the four screws.
Okay, 2 black pieces, 4 screws. And I would assume the 4 washers?
Yeah.
Actually, they have washers on them. So these must be for the tires.
Yeah, the ones go for the tires, yes. Oh, yeah, those go for the tires probably.
Dang, this is like a pretty efficient little setup. Let's see the bag for the stuff. Also, this will make a nice starter for our fire. I am sure we will be lighting a fire today. That's honestly one of the best things about living out here is that we can keep a pretty consistent outdoor bonfire going. We've still got lots of stuff in the house that needs to be burned, that's just it's not salvageable. I need to give you a tour of the house, a tour of the trailer, but I don't think either of those will get done today, because it's already starting to get kind of chilly and darkish and yucky looking. So we're making plans for the winter planting. My business basically ran on fumes through the year because we don't have a kitchen. Well, we have a kitchen. We have a space that is going to be a kitchen, but it doesn't have, all it has is a mini fridge, no stove, no refrigerator, no sink, nothing in there. And then there's drywall dust all over the trailer. So like, there's not a way to make any of my products. We have electricity to the trailer. We don't have electricity to the house, nor will we anytime soon, because God only knows what the wiring is like in that thing.
Yeah, it looks like it's knobbing too, which means we're gonna have to replace it all.
Yeah, which the advantage of replacing it all is we'll know it's done right and we're not gonna burn to death in our sleep.
Yeah.
So I'll take it. I'll take it.
Just a second. I'll get these on and then I'll go through and tighten everything.
So the business, I made exactly enough to keep up with basic customer demand. I've got I did I think 2 farmers markets during the summer. I did some Sunday markets, but I really made more cooking food at the Sunday markets than I did from my actual products. It was nice and therapeutic because, you know, we can't really cook food out in at that time we were in the cabin. So I cooked for armies of humans at our Rethink Sunday market. That's the recycling center I work at on Mondays. And some of the foods, like, people had to test them and like learn that they love them, like the cabbage spaghetti. But the smoked sausage, green beans and potatoes, I think I might have had some left over the first time. But other than that, like, I sold out. And we're not talking like a little a little set. Like, I cooked a full bag of potatoes and yeah, like it was a giant pot of smoked sausage, green beans, and potatoes, but it was delicious. And but going into this next year, I've got to get my herb gardens back to growing and figure out. I think it'll be at least fall before I'll be able to make products here, if I can even do it then. But I talked to a neighbor about renting out her cabin possibly as a place to dry my herbs. So I might try that. Yay, we're to the wheels, I think.
Yeah.
I don't see anything else to put on it, so except the
Yeah, we're up
ropey
to the
stuff.
wheels and cotter pins. And yes, the washers. So washer and a wheel.
Washer, wheel. Oh, it's so pretty. And cotter pins. So what is that blue pipe? Is that like
Just an extra pipe that was out here.
the size you use for like draining the toilet?
I mean, it can be, yeah.
Like a sewage drainage pipe?
Yeah. Again, it can be.
Or
Yeah, that is kind of about the size of it. See, I don't know why she needed pliers to do this.
maybe her hands aren't as big as yours?
Or maybe my fingers are a little tougher than hers.
Probably.
Cotter pin, tire.
It's so close to being done. And I'll be able to show Karina this video. So thank you, Karina. This is awesome. I'm excited.
She's so
I'm
excited.
so excited. And I just can't hide it.
I can.
You are excited though that you don't have to carry all the.
Yes, it's always nice
all
that I
those
don't have to carry
logs.
all this wood. And yes, we have a wheelbarrow, but this will be a little easier because it's a little easier to dump.
Yes, it's gonna be way easier to dump.
Cotter pin, tire.
I might actually go in and get a jacket.
It's only because the sun's not out.
Yeah, and I'm not like moving all around. Once we start actually
Alright.
moving all around,
And I
I'll
guess you
show
guys will
them.
get to see the last one that I do because tire goes on that way.
Here. Let me. Yeah,
I
there
don't know if
we
you
go.
can slide the cotter pin down to the hole. Although I guess I would have really should have done these the opposite way. And
Yeah, I would have needed pliers. There's no way I would have been able to tighten that with my hands either.
really,
I assume. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's that, and then also it's getting it to fold up. All right, we can now flip it over.
Awesome.
And then I think we only have one more thing to add, and that is our handle, which it has its own cotter pin and everything to it.
I'm gonna move these
Hey.
out of the way.
Thank you for joining us on this. Sorry if you guys couldn't see everything we were doing. It's one of those things. You can only set up a screen so well
Yeah.
when you got 2 or 3 people working on something.
Or shizzle.
Nice little handle with its
think I like it. I like it. Do, 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 do. Oh, look at his little cotter pin. That's so cute.
Yep.
And
Well,
it's done?
It's all done.
Yay! All right, you
all
want to
gotta
lift
do
it
is
for a
lift
second?
it and-
You want to lift it for a second so I can get that? There we go. Put those in the fire pit. Then we'll turn the camera around and try it out with the logs.
Yeah, let's see. Maximum weight is 900 pounds. I mean, if you can fit 900 pounds in a 68 by 28 by 32,
I bet I could.
you're doing good.
I bet I could.
Nothing?
Because that concrete mixed sand stuff, if you had them like that way.
Oh yeah, if you were doing
Yeah. Okay,
concrete bags.
I'm going to move you guys so that you can see the other side of the yard as we do this. It's going to be amazing. All right. Watch out. You might get a little motion sickness there. There.
All right. Take your
Whee.
wagon.
Oh, it's moving nicely.
So, as you can tell, we've got a bunch of logs out here by the wood that we want to get moved to either the compost pile or to a burn pile.
Oh, hey, poison ivy and I forgot about the cool. Those.
I don't know, we can take them to the garden.
I mean, I could use them as part of the border of the garden.
That, or, I mean, we got plenty of them over there. Entirely up to you.
Hopefully it could, oh shoot, you guys could see us. Sorry about that. I thought I had it angled better. You'll see James in a second. Right? Let's see. Oh, I guess you could see him the whole time. I'm silly.
And, I mean, there's some nice sized logs, so.
So what we're doing is we're using logs to make the border of our garden. Let me move the radio flyer to show you.
That was our original wagon.
Yeah, it's not very helpful.
I don't want to do it there because there's that dip there.
Yeah. Probably need its own.
Now we can get one of these smaller.
Well, Well, we got to take the hay bales out anyway, so.
Oh, in that case.
Yep, all the hay bales will be taken out and moved away from the garden because they have herbicides on them, and that's not ideal. All right, back to do it again.
So,
That was fun.
that's basically what we've been working on, is little projects like this here and there
Yep.
throughout the winter.
Well, we will see you next time. Don't
Maybe.
forget to like this video, subscribe to my content, and eat something wild.